Hey, y'all, and welcome to my metamorphosis. If you're new, welcome. I am so glad you're here. And of course, I'm always glad to see the folks who have been with me since the beginning. After all, I'm just glad everybody's here because that means I'm not talking to myself. All right, today I'm going to just go over a few things in my n equals 1 experiment. I've ended up with a few more variables than I thought that I would, so it's going to be kind of hard to isolate really if any one thing helped, but perhaps all of these things together might end up helping me. And my goal is, of course, to still just remain healthy and happy as a carnivore and yet gain a little bit of muscle and some shape, uh, and some, just some fitness. So to start with, I am still doing my body weight exercises. I have not purchased any weights yet or joined a gym. I know y'all, I just need a kick in the pants, I guess, to make a decision. Sometimes I get paralysis analysis and or analysis paralysis, either way you want to say it, and I just I just keep going over and over and just ruminating over what the correct decision will be. I am leaning toward starting out with the dumbbells though, because I do believe I would be more likely to do that. And I do still need to check and see just how hard or easy it is to change out the weights on those. If they just kind of snap on easily, I'm just more likely to do it. If I have to fiddle around with it, as I said before, I'll probably get impatient and then I just won't do it. And I won't be using the same exact weight for every single exercise. So I know I will have to change weights out. So I am looking at brands now. I know, and there are so many that are similar. If anybody has a recommendation on those, if you would please leave those in the comments, I would really appreciate it. It would just give me a good starting point. Let's see, the next thing is I did get to go to the Low Carb for Better Health conference last weekend, and Dr. Barry and Nisha, among other speakers, were there. It was wonderful to see Dr. Westman, but I enjoyed everyone. Um, I did get the opportunity to talk with Dr. Barry and Nisha, and I think seeing me, it's not like I'm terrible looking, I guess, but I mean, he, when I asked about gaining weight on carnivore, um, and I told him, I said, I already know that I need to lift heavy things, but I just don't have that much to work with. So I got a little bit more of an answer in that I could add either some low carb veg, or since I'm so concerned about the anxiety coming back, because I was pretty much ketovore when I then transitioned into carnivore. So they said that I could possibly bring in something like avocado, which would be a lot less inflammatory, and it would, because it is a fruit. And it doesn't have the oxalates and stuff that vegetables have, and that I could use avocado. So I still haven't done that yet because I want to do it as carnivore. I have seen other people in my comments suggest bringing back some dairy. Now, I believe I'm going to try to bring back yogurt, the full fat Greek yogurt. I did try that once before and it was not a good experience. And I think part of it was is I had eaten quite a bit before I ate that. And number two, I think that I ate too much of the yogurt. So if I ease it in, because honestly, if you're not accustomed to something and then you just introduce this big amount, I mean, it's kind of like drinking, if somebody's not accustomed to drinking alcohol and they just, down a couple of shots, well, it's going to affect them a lot more than somebody who may have been drinking more often. So that's a bad analogy for health. But anyway, there you go. Hopefully you'll get the picture. So I do plan on easing just a little bit of the full fat Greek yogurt into my diet to see if that might help me. In terms of the water, I still have not bought any seltzer water. So I am just drinking filtered water, and I am still drinking less water, and I am eating more. I have not noticed a difference in how my clothes fit. I really can't tell if I'm gaining any muscle. I feel like I'm getting stronger though. So that's a good sign. Um, I think maybe I need to take some photos. I know that a lot of people are advised to do that so that they can see their progress, and I can understand why. Because honestly, I don't really see any difference because I live with myself every day. So I can't really tell. But like I said, my clothes are not fitting any differently. So I don't believe that it's giving me any more bulk or any more weight. And I also don't have a scale, so I can't track it that way either. So I think that's about all that I have updates on today. I am just so glad that you all are here and following along on this journey. I am just so uh, excited to get the word out about carnivore and the benefits. And I do know that sometimes you reach a point to where you are doing really well and you just want to make tweaks. And I just want to be clear, I love carnivore. This is the way I'm eating the rest of my life. I am making some tweaks to because I just want to fine tune, and I would really like to have some more shape and some muscle. But by all means, that is not a reason for me to not eat carnivore or to add a bunch of carbs or anything like that. So I just want to make that clear. I am carnivore. So anyway, you all, thanks again for being with me, and you all have a great rest of the weekend.